What have you there? A mirror?
Mirror, yes.
You could not know it, but I possessed something very similar long ago. I stole such a mirror from a village, and Flemeth was enraged at my carelessness. She destroyed it, much to my dismay.
Oh.
It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
It's simply a present for a beautiful woman.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. But I would be a fool not to accept such a gesture with grace. Your gift is most thoughtful. Thank you.
Oh, see? There we go. Oh, look at that! Everyone approving of my generosity. Isn't that glorious? Right, who else? Who else can I gift? Black runestone? Glowing silver rune. Gold amulet. Give that to Morrigan as well.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Right, this will go to Win when we finally get her. Black runestone? I'm a bit lost to this. Who could possibly want a runestone? Shale? No. I'll try Morrigan. I'll try Leliana.
That's a wonderful thought.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Well, we're all gifted out, it seems. Well, I'll just have to start talking to some people then. Right. We'll start with Shale. I like his witty comments. Hello again. Rockface, how's it going?
I have a question for it, if it will indulge me. My understanding is that it encountered the smith named Caradin. He who was responsible for the creation of the golems, that he had become a golem himself. What I do not know is what became of him. Why did he not return with it? I would have many questions for him.
I'm so sorry. He killed himself.
He killed himself? Ah, I would doubt it, but no. I see it is telling the truth. May I ask what became of the Anvil of the Void, assuming that it too still existed?
Yes, it was destroyed, as Caradin wanted.
Then it was no doubt for the best. With Caradin also goes any chance I might have had of finding answers on my past, I assume. Tell me, did it find out anything from Caradin? Anything at all about how I might have been made?
The anvil made golems from living souls.
Meaning that I was once a living creature? That seems highly unlikely, and more than a little insulting. Is it certain?
Yes, it is certain. You were squishy once. Sad, but true.
Was I forced into this? Or simply glad to abandon a frail body? And more importantly, who was I? I simply must know. I cannot help but believe that answers lie elsewhere in the deep roads. We must look.
What? We've just come from them horrid tunnels. You think I'm going to go back in a hurry? Oh, God. Anywhere specific?
Yes, no, I don't know. If it can search the deep roads, I may remember something. If not, then I will have to wait.
No. Looks like we have a companion quest now. A golem's memory asks us to explore the deep roads for clues about his past. Didn't think I'll be rushing down there so soon after leaving, but hey, you'd never know. Morrigan, her standing with me has improved significantly. Let's see if we can increase our relationship status.
Yes?
So, life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Sounds very enthralling. And did they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child. No need to beat yourself up about it.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
You don't need to live that way any longer.
Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated. No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Well, one point of approval.
Yes? If you must.
No. Try again.
Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Oh, moving for the kill, eh?
What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Do you object?
Not unless you stop.
Looks like the mirror did the trick.
Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. We'll leave it there for now. Slowly, slowly. And all that. Interesting. What's their relationship status set at anyway? Still got a lot of work to do. It's actually higher with Leliana, for God's sake. Right, Mr. Sten. Always brightens my day to see your smiling face.
Yes. I am hardly surprised. Very well. Speak, then.
Right.
Then I suggest we move on.
Okay, let's go then.
As you wish.
Dear, look how really big he is. Right, Alistair, you usually have something to say.
What do you need? Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So, couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So, you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Lucky you indeed. Right, well, that's enough chit-chat with you. Leliana, you have more stories for us?
Something I can help with?
Yes.
Yes?
More of your
What's on your mind?
stories. I want to listen to more of your stories, you know. Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
All right. So what happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Oh. You must remember something of your mother. Do you remember nothing?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Fair enough. Fair enough, dear. Oghren.
Come to talk to old Oghren, have you? Don't know why.
Well, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just, I got a hornet in my eye is all. Did you want to talk about something?
I'd like to know more about you. You just joined our party, eh? Just might as well get to know who I'm traveling around with.
What about?
Are you sure you're fine with what happened to Branka?
Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets. But a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean? Explains why she left, anyway.
Fair enough. So you're not broken up over it?
I swear to the stone, the next time someone asks me that, I'll write my name in bruises on their ass.
Okay.
Sisters, take me. You people whine like tea kettles around here.
Ah, dear.
Pull up a drink, Warden. Join me in my sodding hole. What about?
So, how do you like the surface so far?
It's sodding great. At first I was a little queasy with all that air, but there's just so much of it. No one has any idea who you are or what you're doing. And the ale. Oh, who'd have thought ale made with grain? Aye, the surface is great. It's like a big, bright world of filth without a ceiling. My kind of place. Hey, let's go find something to kill, huh?
Something to
All
kill.
this talk makes my hands twitchy.
Right, well, your wish will be my command.
Orzammar has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long time since the Dwarven army has marched on the surface.
Oh, keep them at the ready.
Don't worry about that. You'll be running to keep up when we give the order.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, what's this? Supply crates. Oh, alright. Well, we're all chatted out now. We've rested ourselves. All we need to do is head over to the two father and son over there and get our weapons enchanted. But we shall do that in the next set of updates. So join me then. See you soon.